Alright, so what form did we learn about yesterday?
Y minus y equals m multiply x minus x1.
Okay, and awesome, take a point. What is that form called?
Point slope form.
Take a point, point slope form. And when do we use point slope form? When you're given what and a what?
X and Y. Oh, Y.
What's in the name, guys?
Point.
And?
Point.
So when you're given a point and a slope, we're going to use point slope form. Now, number one, it says write an equation in point slope form for the given information. So we're going to label x1, y1. Does everybody remember that from yesterday?
Yes.
And then we rewrite our equation, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Correct? Alright, now do we have our x1 and our y1?
Yes.
We do. So it's y minus what?
Negative 7, so it's plus 7.
So it's plus 7. Why is it plus 7?
Because you have 2 negatives equals a positive.
2 negatives equals a positive, so it's minus a negative, so that becomes a plus.
Miss Asbury,
Yes, ma'am.
we have Alexa Rios to check out, please.
Yes, ma'am. This will be on Google Classroom, babe. Alright, so it equals. Now, what does it tell us our slope is?
Negative 5.
Negative 5, and then parentheses, x minus
Negative 3, so it's plus 3.
plus 3. Now, it's minus a negative 3, and 2 negatives make a, so minus a negative makes it a plus 3, and then you're done. You do not solve for y, you leave it. It says write in point slope form. So when it's in point slope form, leave it like this. How many of us got our homework right?
I forgot to add the plus 3.
Awesome. Good job, those of you who got it right.
You see what happened? Like I solved it, but then
You solved it?
but then I
Okay. So what important lesson should we pay attention when we're doing our homework?
Read directions.
Read the directions. Now, we are going to get to a point where we solve for y. So if you practice that, that's great. But we're not doing that today. All I want you to do is write in point slope form. Alright, let's look at number 3. Because I accidentally told you to do 1 and 2, but I meant 1 and 3.
Oh, good, because I did 1 and 2 instead of 1 and 2.
Yeah. Well, these two look the same, right? And that's what we did yesterday, so we should have done those. Alright.
Miss Asbury.
Yes, ma'am.
I only did 1 and 2, it's not 3.
That's okay.
Because she meant 1 and 3 and not 1 and 2.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I know none of you ever make mistakes, but I do. Alright, so let's write x1, y1 right here. And then we're going to rewrite our form of y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, do we know what our x1 and y1 is?
Yes.
Or r, rather.
2 and negative 3.
2 and negative 3. So y minus what?
Negative 3 plus is plus 3 because 2 negatives equals positive.
Okay. Now, Reggie and Austin are going to be quiet for a moment and rest their voices so that other people can answer.
I answered.
All right, what is m?
1/3.
M is 1/3 times x minus what?
2.
Now, do we need to solve for y?
No.
No, we are done. Leave it like this. Now, why did we change this to a plus 3?
Because 2 negatives equals positive.
Because it's minus a negative, so 2 negatives make a positive. All right, now, we're going to practice 2 more like this without me, just to make sure we're all on the same page, and then we're going to do 3 and 4 today, and maybe we'll have time for
On
graphing.
the back of it?
No, we're going to go to our foldable. So in our foldable, I want you to open right here, and we're going to write these at the top. So yesterday we had example 1, example 2, and example 3, right?
Example 4.
So at the top up here, we're going to write example 4. So you just open the first page of your foldable, guys. No, open the first page. The first page. Open that, yep. And then at the top up here, we're going to write example 4. Alright, so my point this time is going to be 8, 6, and my M is negative 7/5. So write that in point slope form without me. Alright, check your group and see if they need help. What are you looking for, Natalie? To what? I'm sorry?
That's gonna help me.
Your notes right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, those? Here you go, honey. And here's y'all's glue. Alright. Alexis, can you help me write this in point slope form? Did you look at your notes from yesterday? Well, we're going to let Alexis have another minute. He's going to look at his notes and then he's going to tell us. And if you're done, keep your...
Can we have 12 more hours?
And he's going to help us write this. So what form are we writing it in, guys? Point slope form. Take a point, Bronson. And what is point slope form, Reggie?
Slope form, y minus y, if 1 equals mx, so parentheses, then x minus 1, then x1.
Minus x1?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so Alexis, can you help me write this one?
Do y minus 6 equals negative 7 to the 6.
Fifth.
5. 5?
That's a 5.
6. Okay. And in the parentheses, x minus 8.
Awesome. Now, take a point for your team. We should label our coordinate as x1, y1 every time. Now, have you noticed that the signs here are opposite of what your point is? It's going to be opposite every time. So if this is positive, your signs are negative. If this is negative, your signs are what? It's going to be opposite every time. Uno más, and then we're moving on.
No.
Sí. Porque yo lo digo.
Yo también lo digo.
Reggie. All right, Jackson, can you tell me what to do first?
21.
Say it again. Y plus 5, fantastic. Equals, all right. Reggie, can you tell me what the slope is? What comes next? 4/3. Awesome. Sarah, can you tell me what comes next?
Times x minus 3.
Awesome. All of you take a point for your team. Great job. Y'all didn't answer.
But you said all.
Those that answered, take a
I was gonna
point.
answer, but you never told me to take it first.
I know, life is tough, guys.
It's not tough.
It's really not. Alright, so are we ready?
Yes.
Put those down. Put them down. Alright, so now we're going to talk about what happens when we have 2 points. So open to the next flappy.
You have to solve for the slope.
You have to find the slope first. Awesome, take a point. So you have 2 steps when you do this one. The first thing you have to do is you have to find the slope because you're given 2 points, and then you write it in your form. So let's write step 1, find slope. And remember, we're on the next page, the one that says write an equation given 2 points. Can you tell me what the slope formula is? Okay.
M equals y1 minus, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1.
Fantastic. Take a point. Okay, so what we need to do first is I want everybody to label their points. And I want you to write this equation every single time and label your points every single time because we're still messing up some on this. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So now that you've labeled it, which we've all done correctly, but looking at your test, I noticed that you don't plug it in right, even though it tells you what's plugged in where, and you've labeled. We're still not plugging it in right. So what do we start plugging it in? What does our form start with? Y2. And what is Y2?
Negative 9.
Okay.
Minus 7.
Minus 7.
Over negative
Wait. Is it positive or negative, Eric? Negativo. Alright, minus 4. Now, notice that I took my points and where they are labeled and I plug it in here. So if you answered one of those, give your team a point. Alright, what's negative 9 minus 7? No. Negative 9 minus 7. If you owe me $9, negative 16. Yes, you can go over. Alright, and what's negative 8 minus 4? Negative 12. Now, a negative and a... No, I don't want to power off.
It changes to a positive.
Please do.
Alright, so this becomes a positive, but does this reduce?
Yes.
What goes into both 16 and 12?
4.
3.
Take a point.
That's negative 4 and then negative 3.
Alright, so remember, this turns into a positive. So what's 16 divided by 4?
Negative 4 and then negative
And what's 12 divided by 4?
6. 8. No.
Thank you. Take a point, Kimberly. Whew. Alright, so remember, it's positive because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Reduce your fraction. So step 1 is to find slope. Step 2, write in point slope form.
That's it.
Yep.
Doesn't matter which one you use.
It does not. Because when we solve it and put it in slope-intercept form, it'll give you the same equation. Because these are 2 points on the same line. So it does not matter which one you use, but I always like to use the first point. So I want everybody to use the first point every single time.
Do you have to use like the point, or could it be one number, like the x from 1 point?
No, it cannot be that. It has to be the whole point. That's a great question. So Austin asked if we could use the x from here and the y from here, or the y from here and the x from here. You cannot do that. You have to pick a point and use that. So we're going to pick the first point. Now, what is point slope form?
Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1.
All right, give your team a point if you said it.
How many points do you have?
Focus on the lesson.
All
right.
You said take a point.
Now, it's y minus what? What's our y1, guys? Equals, what's our slope? 4/3. And what's our x1?
4.
And we're done. That's it. So we don't have to find b this time, do we? And we don't have to distribute, do we? Not yet, at least. Alright, we're gonna practice one more, and then I'll give you time to do your homework in class. 2 and 4.
Basically, it's the same as what we do. What's the point?
Alright, so we're gonna write our next problem up at the top, because I'm out of room. We ready?
Hopefully, you don't run out of room.
Yeah. If you're not out of room, you can write down there, but I am. So I want you to try this one without me. Follow the same exact steps we just did. And do you need to reduce your fraction? Yes. Alright, so that's what I got for example 2. Now again, for your homework, you should do 2 and 4. And then tomorrow we're going to practice graphing.